Hello and welcome to Let Me Bore You to Sleep. Welcome. My name is Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. And today is... I've got an itchy nipple. Today is Tuesday the 16th of July 2024. So I hope you're well. Hope you're okay. Yes. So I'm making quite... Did I say only listen when you can safely close your eyes? I can't remember. I never noticed that I'm saying it. I think it's a bit like, when you drive a car and you're parking your car and you just bump into the car in front of you and into the car behind you as you're parking and you don't even notice it. It's a bit like that. So yeah, I've been working on my YouTube channel. I've now uploaded all of the deep sleep whisper hypnosis recordings. I've created videos and uploaded them. I've also done the same for all of the relax and sleep hypnosis daily videos, or all the recordings. So they're all now done, which is quite an accomplishment. It might not seem like it, but it is. It's a huge jobby. Why's a dog barking? Why? Silly thing. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Of course we can hear it. You might not be able to. You might though. Analytics. How many? I don't know how many videos I've got now. I've had 6,361 views this month, in the last 28 days. I'm now up to 1,330 subscribers. It's only taken me 6 years to get to that, so that's quite good. So yeah, it's the plan. For those that haven't heard me talk about the plan before, the plan is to once I have uploaded all of my recordings, or converted them into videos, all my podcast recordings, converted them into videos and uploaded them onto YouTube. Once I've completed that, and I'm on my way to do it, haven't done it, is to then start making, I think what they call is talking head videos. So making videos of myself just videoing the podcast basically. And that is the plan. And I'm thinking that I'll still be doing the Let Me Bore You to Sleep podcasts, like named. There'll still be that will still be the name of them recordings. But everything else, I think I'm just gonna give them a title for whatever it is. So if it's focus on your toenail, I'm not sure. That does sound like one of my titles. Focus on your toenails to get over your phobia of sausage rolls or whatever it might be. And I just put like maybe ASMR whisper at the front of it, just people know what it is, and that'll be it. So I won't be doing the deep sleep whisper hypnosis or the relax and sleep hypnosis daily or stress and anxiety for panic attacks. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to do any of those like individual podcasts anymore. I just make recordings, and it will be Because let's face it, all of my recordings pretty much are for sleep, aren't they? Relaxation and sleep. That's pretty much everything I do. I know I've got pain relief stuff as well, but generally it's just mainly just all relaxation and sleep. So I guess the YouTube channel, once I've filled it all up with the old stuff, I hope there's not a lot of noise coming. He's going to start barking in a minute. Although I've got my little zapper. It's not a zapper, but it's a vibrator. Okay. It's like whenever Vinnie barks, I use a vibrator on him. That sounds bad, but it's like a handheld thing. It vibrates. Well, you know what a vibrator is? No, it's not that. It's particularly, specifically for training doggies. So one level is just to vibrate, and the other level is like vibrate, but also a high-pitched sound, which he doesn't like. And it works. He kind of got used to it. And right then, the door went downstairs. Someone either went into their flat or left the flat, and the door closed. He looked up, because he's chewing on a bone at the moment, and he looked up, and I knew he was ready to react. And I pointed this thing at him. Didn't press the buttons, but he looked at it. Straight away he calmed down and went back to doing his chewing. So it's good. It was weird because earlier on I got him his breakfast because we'd just been out playing ball. No, we hadn't been out, just in the park. We played ball yesterday, actually, chased the ball, and I said the word. He knows the words. Anyway, we got back, and I got his breakfast for him. And I said, go and eat your breakfast. And he's like, don't have to. And he just sat underneath the desk. And I remembered, postman will be coming soon, so I better, he'll be barking, so I better get the old vibrator thing, just stick it on the desk, but it was in the bedroom. So I went and got the vibrator, came back out into the living room. No, he followed me into the bedroom, and I picked up the vibrator, and he ran into the living room and started eating his breakfast. How weird is that? Almost like he didn't, and he stopped after about half of the bowl and looked at me like, I've never tried to get him to do anything really other than just to calm down the barking with the vibrator. So I'm now thinking, I'm having a Pavlovian moment. What can I get him to do? I don't really want him to do anything. I just want him to... The only things I really want Vinnie to do is to be happy. That's the main thing. Healthy and happy. I'd like him to be a bit more careful when it comes to roads, because he just lunges out. If he can, he just tries to run across the road. What are you looking at, Vinnie? What is it that you're attracted to? Oh, is it a fly? Or is it these? Is it these? No? There's been a fly in here for a few days. Just one solitary fly. And he's absolutely enamored with it. Wants to get it. Oh, here's something. I was going to mention this. Oh, where is it? It's on the web. It's on the news website. All right. Let's get it up so I can tell you about it. He was all excited this morning. He was like licking my face. Get up, Daddy, get up, get up. I said, what? He said, get up, get up. Like, just go, I'm sleeping. Get up, Daddy, you got to get up. And I was like, what? He said, there's something on the website, on the news website. You've got to see it. It's so exciting. We've got to go. Can you take me there? I was like, take you what? To the website? He said, no, I'll show you on the website, but can you take me? I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I'd just woken up. Well, he'd just woken me up. And it was like, he had one of his hands on my cheek, on my face. So like, there's no way you can sleep through that. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, please, Daddy. Like, do you want your breakfast? I said, no, I'm not bothered about the breakfast. I said, can you take me? Well, anyway, I don't need to eat. I'll eat when I get there. I said, what are you talking about? He said, please, can we look at the website? So I get up. He drags me up. I'm like, come on. And he starts biting my, because I've got Crocs, pink Crocs. Yeah. He started biting them, almost like trying to pull me into the living room from the bedroom. He said, go on, it's over there, the laptop's over there. I said, I know where the laptop is. He said, Daddy. Oh, he was getting louder and louder. This is all barks, but I understand what he was saying. Anyway, I said, what am I looking for? I said, okay. So Martin Lewis issues Amazon Prime Day warning to bargain hunters. He said, no. Amazon Prime Day, what's that? I said, well, it's basically Amazon have a yearly thing, although I think it's more than one day. And you know, they have discounts on stuff. He said, oh, that's good. I said, yeah, anyway, is that what you're interested in? He said, no. I said, okay. So meet 90-year-old thrill seeker in 2 mile high parachute jump for charity. No, but wow. I said, I know. 90 years old. I mean, I imagine at 90 years old, it'd be a thrill just to be able to get off the toilet on your own. Blimey. That's amazing. A parachute jump. Mind you, wow. Anyway, so I said, it's not that one. She said, no, it's not that one. Keep going. I said, okay. So hospital workers vote to strike over NHS plans to outsource jobs. No, why would it be that one? I don't even know what that means. I said, well, basically what it is the hospital workers are voting to go on strike because the NHS plans to outsource jobs. He said, you've just repeated the words of the website. That's not explaining it, is it? I said, I don't know, I've not read it. He said, well, read you. I said, do you want me to read it to you? He said, yeah, but not right now. Not right now. It's not the one I'm interested in. I said, okay, right, what's next? How you can see shooting stars this month as per seed, meet your shower to dazzle. No, I'm not allowed to be. I'm not even up at that time of night. I've never even seen stars. Yes, you have. You just have to look up. Oh, now you tell me. Well, I just figured you'd know. I'm 2 years old. How am I supposed to know that I have to look up to see stars? Oh God, this is painful. He said, tell me about it. Can you just find it for me? I said, what is it? What is it? And he jumped onto my lap. He pointed. Like, oh, okay. Right. Popular cat cafe reveals opening date for a new site in the city centre. He said, when is it? When is it? When's what? He said, when does it open? Okay, wait a minute. The Meow Cat Cafe opens... Right, they confirmed it in May. They've already got a different venue that was last year. Let's have a look. Tell me. Okay. Okay. July 26. So he said, that's 10 days away. I said, yeah. He said, can we go? I said, no. He said, I want to go. And you won't have to give me any food for a week before, or probably a week afterwards. I'll be all full up. I said, no, I think you've got the wrong idea about what it is. It's not a cafe that serves cats to dogs. It's a cafe for cats. A cafe for cats? Yeah. It's basically, you can take your cat in there and they serve the cat food. What are you talking about, Jason? He said, because we both have a big love of different strokes. I forgot the name of the thing. That's anticlimax. British seniors, no power. Yeah. BBC Breakfast Centre, Charlie. Manica. Right. Not a lot of good news. Bless them. See the light and save an average of £240 a year on phone. Anyway, so that was it. So he thought it was a place where he could, well, cat cafe. He thought it was like the same as like kebab shop. You know, they're mentioning what they're serving in the title. Got very excited. He was dribbling everywhere. It's like, which is weird because he's scared. He's a little scaredy cat. Excuse the pun. When it comes to cats, scared of pussy, completely scared of every pussy he sees. Ever since he was, I think I don't know if he was attacked, but he approached a neighbour's cat that was pregnant, and I think she might have like punched him or pushed him or something, and it scared the hell out of him. I didn't see what happened, and he came running and was hiding. So I picked him up and he was shaking. So he's not hurt, but I think he's emotionally was upset. So now, instead of him trying to run after cats, he sees a cat. He can now walk inches away from a cat and just keep walking. Seriously, he doesn't even stop. Doesn't try and chase them, nothing. He's got respect for cats now. I mean, if a cat runs, he will chase it. But he'll chase anything that runs. But I think cats now know. They can sense that he's not as confident as he used to be. Bless him. So anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, I got the YouTube. Oh, a few things have happened, actually. A few things have happened since I last spoke to you. There's a couple of obvious ones, but I'm not going to... There's one particular obvious one, but I won't mention it. But for the UK of England, well, for England, actually, England, the European Cup was on, and the final was on Sunday, a couple of days ago, and the English football team, unfortunately, we got through to the final, but we didn't manage to win the final. and Spain were the winners again. So apparently, at the beginning of the match, like during the European finals, at the beginning, they sing the national anthem of the final game. Sing the national anthem. I'm not sure if they do it in all the games, but during this tournament, because the last time we had a tournament was the World Cup, I think 2021, because it was a year late. No, 2002. I don't know. Anyway, basically what's happened is they didn't have to sing, the English team, the players didn't have to sing the national anthem. They didn't have to. They could if they wanted to, but they didn't have to. Normally it's like very important that they do, because otherwise they get a lot of grief. But it was the manager and the teams and the various people involved all came to an agreement and told them it's not compulsory for them to sing the national anthem during this tournament, because as you know, the Queen passed away in 2022, and we've now got a king, and which means they've only had 2 years to learn the new words. So they were given they didn't have to sing it, because the new words changed, and that was a lot to kind of remember, I guess. So yeah, it's actually a brilliant joke. You might have. It's brilliant on various levels. So, yeah, it was just she changed king for queen. It's just instead of queen, you say king, don't you? Yeah, that's kind of the point. So yeah, I am going to. How many videos have I got on YouTube? Anyone? I'm trying to see, and it's getting confusing because I don't know exactly. How many videos have I got? 1,000 and... I don't know. Nearly. It's hard to know. You know what I mean? It's not always easy to know exactly. I got, although I reckon I should have at least 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is annoying. I'd like to have 10,000 to be honest, but just, I don't know, just for fun. Wonder when YouTube give the first plaques. Is it 100,000? It'd be nice to get to 100,000. 1 million, that'd be cool. 10 million, you say? Yeah, maybe 10 million. I think it'd be nice to have 100 million. Yeah, I reckon 400 million. I can't imagine imagine 400 million. So I got 1,061. No, 1,091, 1,105, okay, 1,135, okay, I got a lot more videos than I realised, 1,181, 1,211, what? I didn't think I had that many videos. 1,000 321. I know it was over 1,000, but blimey, that's a lot more than I realised. So nearly 1,342. 1,342. Okay, that's how much I got. That's how many videos I got. 1,342 videos. Wow. I'm about to add another 200 odd to, not right now, not this second, but I will be adding. So how many have I got? How many are there? How many of the, because the next ones I'm going to do are the relaxation hypnosis for stress, anxiety and panic attacks, or relaxation hypnosis for stress. So MP3s, that's weird. Relaxation. I'll tell you what, there's so much stuff. It's hard to keep track of it all, honestly. I'm trying to have it organised, but it's not easy, to be honest with you. It's not easy because of just these huge amounts of recordings that there are. So according to this, there are 200 and something, 229, 230, 231 recordings of the relaxation hypnosis of stress and anxiety. So 231. So that's going to take probably till the end of the week to get them done, and then that's when I need to decide about the Let Me Bore You to Sleep recordings. What do I do? Anyone? Because I'm not sure. I mean, so far I haven't done all the, number 120. So I've got 207 relax and sleep hypnosis dailies. I've got now 120 scheduled, up to 120 scheduled, and the last date was the 20th of October. So what was that? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 31 to 61. So what's that? October, November, December, January. So it's going to be January. They'll still be getting scheduled to be released all the way to January. And I guess with the 200, so 230, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 21, so 6 months. July, or August, September, October, November, December, January. Again, so this is going to be January, maybe beginning of February. Because what I've got happening is I've got, each time I upload a podcast, upload a playlist rather, I then release each one a day. So at the moment I've got relax and sleep daily, and the deep sleep whisper hypnosis daily. So I've got those 2 being released every day, and then I have 3 being released every day, probably from tomorrow, and then it will be Yeah, and then if I start working on the Let Me Bore You to Sleep, it'll be 4 being released every day. But I'm just thinking, because there are so many of the Let Me Bore You to Sleep, I might have to release like 4 of those a day, so that when I start in January, they can all be done. I mean, ideally, I quite like to have it all done by the end of December, so I can start January anew. So have everything all done by December. So maybe I can do that. It just means it means like November, December, I'll be having sort of 8 to 10 videos being released every day. But then January, I can just start with new stuff. Start the year new. But at the same time, my plan was, you know what, I might not bother with the Let Me Bore You to Sleep old stuff. I might just focus on just making new stuff. That way, that's what I might do that. Because I wasn't planning on waiting until January to start making videos again. I was kind of hopefully doing it in the next couple of weeks. So I don't know. What do you think? Or would you like to have the Let Me Bore You to Sleep, every single recording? They're all without music, by the way, but every single recording that I've ever produced pretty much on YouTube, so you can watch the back catalogue or listen. It's more listening than watching. I don't know. You let me know what you think. And then going forward, my plan going forward is to do a Let Me Bore You to Sleep every day, because I'll have finished with the whole making videos of old recordings, so that'll all be completed. Make new recordings, do a Let Me Bore You to Sleep every day, and maybe a hypnosis recording every day of some kind, like just a long body scan or long sleep relaxation sleep recording, and do one of them every day. And perhaps that will be what I'll do next year for the entirety of the year. Maybe I'll just do that. I mean, it's going to take. I mean, it's an. I suppose if I'm doing the video, it's a bit more editing. It'll still be a podcast as well. I'll still be using a microphone, but I'll just be using a camera and filming myself, and then syncing the audio from the microphone into the video. But there's editing as far as I'll have to edit the video for when he's barking and when there's someone at the door, or phone rings, or who knows what. So it's still going to take a few hours it takes quite a long time to edit a video and to process it and upload it. And so yeah, it's but I think 2 a day is possible. I do. Yeah. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I'll figure it out. But I'm just glad to be. I mean, if I was going to be doing the Let Me Bore You to Sleep, every one of those old recordings into videos, simply because of the size of the amount of recordings it's going to take. It's going to take quite a long time to do those. But I'm kind of conflicted. I partly would just like the idea of having everything on YouTube. Just all the old stuff, and then move forward with the new stuff. Move forward. When I say new stuff, I mean move forward with me on camera. Still do the Let Me Bore You to Sleeps, because I think there's a few people like them, and it's quite boring. I mean, I don't really talk about anything super exciting, not normally, and that's kind of part of the process, really. But yeah, got some good news. I weighed myself yesterday or the day before, and I'm roughly, this is with clothes on, to be fair, so, but no shoes, but I'm around 15 stone now. So I was around 16 stone before, so I've lost a stone in weight. And the bad news is I'm still fat. So that was, I thought, oh, brilliant, I've lost weight. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, where from? My calves? My fingers? I mean, my ears? Where have I lost the weight from? My brain, probably. It's like what? And I'm doing exercise every day now. So I do weights probably twice a day. And I do press-ups. It's now 50 I do every time. I started at 30 a few weeks ago, then I got up to 40. And just whenever I feel that the amount I'm doing is not really a huge struggle. I mean, I could do 100, but it would put me out of action for about a year probably. Because it would be too much. I could do it, but I could end up ripping a muscle, I don't know, or just not wanting to do it anymore. So I think I started off at 20, then I moved up to 30 because 20 was too easy. Then 30 was definitely enough. I think last week I moved up to 40, and this week, today, or was it yesterday, I moved up to 50. So now I do 50 push-ups or press-ups and push-ups, and I do that usually before I take him out for a WALK. So, and that's, so sometimes I don't always do it. If I've just eaten, I don't do it. I might still take him out, but I won't, I'm not going to do exercise after I've just eaten. But generally I'm doing up to 4 times a day. So it's like 150 to 200 press-ups a day. What is the difference between push-ups and press-ups? That's difference between push-ups and that's weird. I thought it just filled up between push-ups and press-ups. It's the same thing, isn't it? How weird. Why is it under shopping? How weird. It's coming up under shopping. I don't want it. Why do I want shopping? What is the difference? Press-ups and push-ups are 2 terms used to describe the same exercise. It's the same. I knew it was, but it's like part of me was thinking, because you got pull-ups, when you got a bar above you and you pull yourself up. Now, I'd like to have one of those bars because then I could hang my washing on them. But it would be nice. But I'd be worried about pulling the ceiling down. But that's one of those exercises that I mean, I don't know if I could do one. I like to think I'd be able to do one, but over time, you know, one turns into 1.5, turns into 2, turns into 3, turns into, and before you know it, you're doing 4. So, you know, after a few months, yeah. You know, my granddad, you know what he used to do? When my nan, every morning when he got up out of bed, my nan said, you know what he does every morning? I said, I'm not sure if I want to know. She said, no, just what he does every morning, he did press-ups and sit-ups, like all the way through his life. Even as a pensioner, he did that. Because he used to be a boxer in the army. He was a boxer, and he was in the army he served before the second WW. He was a soldier. That was his career. And then, so I don't know if he did 12 years or something like that. So yeah, did press-ups and sit-ups. So, because I had a couple of periods in the past, I've done press-ups and it's really helped to transform my body. Now, but then to be fair, I say now is different because I've never, although I have been this heavy for a long time, I've never really put a lot of effort into reducing the fat in my body, which I am now. And that's just due to health. You know, I need to reduce my calorie. I need to reduce the calories, which I have. I need to reduce the cholesterol and the sugar content, or amount, or levels, whatever you want to call it, in my blood system. And I've got an appointment in September at the doctor's to have another blood test to check on how I'm getting on. So I'm hoping, because that's still another nearly 2 months. I think it's about this time in September. So I've still got at least another 6 or 7 weeks where I can continue with the diet, continue with eating, you know, not having any sugar, not having any cakes, chocolate, fizzy drinks, anything like that, and continue to do the exercises. So by then I'll be up to over 100 press-ups each time, and I'll probably be doing a lot more with the weights as well, because at the moment I'm being careful because I haven't done any weights for a little while, so I'm kind of getting back into it, which is probably why my back has been so problematic. I mean, it's why I'm doing the weights, really, is because of my back, because it started getting just not being used enough. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different exercises I do with the weights. So I do them all. I pick the weights up and I do all those exercises. I do 5. I pull them up to my side, so they're, you know, sideways. Do 10 of those, then 10 pulling up, which is up to kind of my chest or chin. In front of me, it's 2 dumbbells, well named for me. And then I do bicep curls, both at the same time. So I do 10 of them, and then I do 10. I forget what they call it. Basically, hold the weights at your shoulder level, sideways, so the almost like you could rest them on your shoulders if you wanted to, kind of, and then just pushing them up and doing 10 of them, and then turning the weights round to face the front and still at shoulder level, and then pushing up that way, 10 of them. So I do that. I don't do not one after another straight away. I have a few seconds rest in between each one if I'm a bit, done too many. And then that's the only exercise I'm doing with the weights at the moment. I do that twice a day because I like to build up. What I might do is just do exactly the same thing, but maybe do twice. Maybe instead of doing 2 times a day, do it 3 times a day next week, and maybe then 4 times a day the week after, and then build up to maybe doing 2 sets. So doing it twice, doing it, and then maybe having a couple of minutes rest, and then doing it again, and then doing that 4 times a day. So just, I don't quite know why. I think it's because of my slow nature. I'm quite a slow, not in a derogatory way, but just I like to take my time over things. And for me, because I have been physically fit in the past, very fit in fact, I don't know about my cardiovascular system, but it's going to be tested soon because I've got an exercise bike in my bedroom. I'm going to bring it out into the living room and start using it every day. And again, just build it up, maybe do 5 minutes, and then just add an extra minute, sporadically. I was going to say spontaneously, but just add an extra minute bit by bit, and then by the end of the year I'll have 7 minutes, and then just keep going like that. Because it's weird, it's silly if you've done 5 minutes extra a year, but you think if you do that for 300 years, no, it's seriously, if you do that, you start off in January at the age of, let's say I'm 50. I'm 50 altogether. Let's say I'm 50. I can't believe saying 50 is actually like a compliment. Well, you only look 50, thanks. 53. I'll be 54 just over a month. Yeah, you can send presents. Of course you can, and cards, chocolates. I think I should be allowed to eat cakes and chocolates on my birthday. That's what I think. Because let's face it, it's going to be a month away, so I might have lost another half stone of fat. Because I'm not losing muscle. If anything, I'm putting muscle on. So it's only fat I'm losing. And anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so 5 minutes a year. So you start off on 5 minutes at age 53. So let's work this out. I don't know why I said it twice. So age 50, so 2004, so age 53. So let's say I do 5 minutes. Then age 54, I do 10 minutes. 55, 15. 6, 20 at 56, 25, 57, 28, no, 30. Fives, I always found five times table the hardest. And then at 59, 35, 60, 40, so 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 70, 45, 50, 51, 50, no, not 51, 55. Oh my goodness, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, which is an hour and a half. Yeah? So, aged Huh? 69, 70. Okay, 70. So age 70, I'll be doing an hour and a half on the bike. So it might sound silly, like you do a 5, add it by 5 minutes a year. But even at that small amount, at 70, and you think 5 minutes a year is so gradual, so tiny, but I'll be doing an hour and a half by the time I'm 70. So let's have a look. 71, 71, 72, 73, 4, 5, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So hour and a half. So it's another. So it's 90. So 95, 100, 105, 110, 11, 12, 15. 125, 131. So 135 minutes. Oh, no. 140 minutes. So at 60, 120, 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours and 80 years old, I'll be able to cycle. Probably without much difficulty because I'll be so used to doing it because I've done it so gradually. 2 hours and 20 minutes at 80 years old. Right, let's keep going. So 90, 81, 84, 85, 86. So 140, 145, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 190. So what is that? 6, 120, 60, 120 plus 60, so that's 180. That's 3 hours and 10 minutes. So 3 hours and 10 minutes. So by the time I'm 90, I'll be doing 3 hours and 10 minutes. Should we keep going? Before we do that, let's have a look. What are my goals? So I start my degree course in October. I will finish it when I'm 60. So that'll be my second degree. And then I will do the masters. Again, possibly that'll just be for a year, maybe 2 years. So let's say 2 years part-time. Take me up to 62. So I'll have my masters. And then I'll do, I might take a year off, I don't know. Have a gap year. At 63. Have a gap year. And then I do my PhD. So that's going to take me, let's say 5 years. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 67. PhD. So yeah. So I have my PhD, 67. What do you do then? I mean, what's after a PhD? I guess I just got to start all over again, isn't it? Maybe do another degree course. So, I mean, technically, a PhD is a degree, a master's is a degree, and bachelor's is a degree. So I will actually have I'll have 4 degrees. I'll have the bachelor's in counselling studies that I've already got, and then the second degree, which is a bachelor's in psychology, then a master's in. Is there psychology? OU psychology masters. I mean, technically, there is. He's hassling me. I wonder what he wants. He's staring at me now as well. So MSc in psychology. 180 credits. That's how it's a 2 years part-time study. So that's cool. So I should be fine to cover that as well. Hopefully they'll cover the cost of that. But that's it's in a few years, so I have to. Who knows how things are gonna be then. So it's 2 years, MSc in psychology. This master's degree provides a valuable opportunity to gain an advanced understanding of a range of areas in psychology, including cognitive, social, forensic, and counseling psychology. You'll develop critical appraisal skills in the evaluation of psychological research and practice. You will also gain an understanding of the reciprocal relationship psychological. You will also gain an understanding. I can't even understand the sentence. Never mind what else I'm supposed to understand. You will also gain an understanding of the reciprocal. I think that's what I'm struggling with. The word reciprocal, the idea of actually giving back instead of just taking. I prefer just to take. I've got to give back reciprocal. No, can't say the word. Reciprocal relationship psychological research. See, I've never heard that sentence before. Have you ever heard of reciprocal relationship psychological research? Okay, understanding of the reciprocal relationship. See, I think there should have been a comma there, because it's like one sentence. The reciprocal relationship, comma, psychological research has with medicine. They missed out a comma. That's why I read it wrong. I might be wrong. Maybe they didn't need to have that, but that would have made it easier for me to read. Also, if it was in English, because it's in Latin. But luckily I'm an expert on all languages. So, in fact, you could say the best ever of all languages ever that there's ever been. The best. When I was at school, I walk into the English class and all the teachers would be there playing trumpets. It was amazing. The best student they'd ever had, ever. Okay, public policy, public opinion, and the media. Completing this rigorous master's degree will enable you to source, select, and review psychological research independently, evaluate its relevance for complex real-life issues, assess its validity, and clearly communicate your findings to a range of different audiences. So, course details. Let's see what courses there are. I know I'm jumping the gun a bit. It's 6 years away, but hey. There's 2 courses. That's it. So there's nothing to choose from. There's 2 courses. Principles of Social and Psychological Inquiry. That's the first one. And then Evaluating Psychology, Research and Practice. Okay. But one's worth 60 credits, one's worth 120. And it seems... Fees... You should note that there's knowledge quality. For this, you do not allow... Okay, on completion, can be awarded okay, right. So, let's have a look at the first one. See full description. I don't know if you can hear Vinnie moaning. Doesn't like it when I do it. He looks at me like he's so silly. He looks at me with such sad eyes. So sad, like the whole world is against him. It's like, All I want is a treat. That's all I want. I've never asked for anything in my life. I do everything for everyone else. I never get anything. And just for once in my life, I'd like a treat. It's what he's looking at me like, really like, it's not fair being me. Now he's looking at me like, cut it out. That's enough. Now, get me a treat and then come back and continue with your silly little podcast. Wow, that's rude. So this is principles of social and psychological inquiry. If you work in a context which makes considerable use of social or psychological research, if you work or are fascinated, I'm trying to work out what that word work is, or are fascinated by social research, then this module, taught entirely online, equips you with the knowledge, skills and confidence to appraise research and communication and communicate your assessments to academic and non-academic audiences. I'll be honest with you, it sounds hard. The module includes skills highly desirable in professional contexts where social and psychological research is continually influencing the terms of reference, from how to commission new research, critically appraise the existing evidence base, and communicate to diverse audiences. You'll learn valuable investigative, evaluative, and analytical skills that will benefit your career progression and add value to your employer. Okay, so it doesn't sound particularly, I don't know why, it just doesn't really grab my attention, if I'm honest with you. Evaluating psychology, let's have a look at what this one is. This module, and this is the 120 points, so it's a lot more work. This module presents recent research from cognitive social counseling and forensic psychology, showing its relevance to the real world problems in three broad domains: the home, workplace, and society. The socially relevant topics showcase the research and methodological expertise of academics from the School of Psychology and elsewhere. The varied assessment tasks will equip you to evaluate psychological theories and research studies and communicate psychological knowledge to academic and non-academic audiences. In the second part of the module, I realise I'm reading this, I'm not taking any of it in. It's just words. I'm not understanding I couldn't even tell you what I'm talking about. Isn't that weird? It just went, it's like I'm reading the words, but it's almost like I'm reading a different language. Like I'm reading the words, but I don't know what I'm saying. And that's what it was just then. I'll read it and listen, and actually, maybe I was talking too quickly. I'll read it at the speed that I need to in order to actually let it sink in so I can, understand. This module presents sorry I couldn't keep a straight face for that one, blimey. Recent research spiritual counseling. Oh. So yeah, What have I got any more subscribers? No, still 1,330. Yeah. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a recording today. Vinnie is hassling me, so I'm gonna have to go out yeah, I am. I have to go out. So hopefully he will stop moaning all the time. You little moany head. And I will edit this and upload it this afternoon. So I won't, because it's only midday now, so it's plenty of time to get it done. And then my plan is to, wait a minute, if I do the PhD, so that's over, I'll have the PhDs done. Oh, excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from then on, so I get another undergraduate, another master's, another PhD. So I can do, after that age, so I'll have a, what? Okay, 63. So I'll be 67 with the PhD. So if I do another undergraduate, I'll be 73. So 6 years, 73. Then I'll do a master's by 75 and another PhD by 80. So I'll have my second PhD by the time I'm 80. I'm not sure if I'm gonna, I might just do some smaller courses by then. Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what I would like to do in the future. Maybe go back to university, like if I can like afford to fund it myself in the future, actually go full time to college and just study, even if it's like not a university degree course, maybe just learn something. If it's, as an example, cake decorating, do a year-long cake decorating, or a year-long, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, jam making, dancing, tap dancing. I'd like to learn to tap dance. Just something like that, maybe do that when I'm in my twilight years. I did do a course. Did you know I did a course in massage? 2003. Did you know that? You didn't, did you? Bet you didn't. 2003. Did a holistic therapy course. Full time. And worked part-time in the evenings. I did the first term, which was the massage section, and the a bit of aromatherapy and some reflexology. But then I quit after the first term. So I did everything about the massage. I just had to do the exam, but I didn't get a chance to do the exam because I left before the exam was due. But I was pretty good at massage. Couldn't do it now. I could do it, but not the way I was, because it is, for anyone that has never actually given a professional, a proper massage, let's say. I wasn't really professional, but I was a student. It's hard. It's not easy. Especially when you massage someone that's big or really strong. Because I had quite a few different clients, because I was living at the YMCA at the time. So I was practicing on a few people there, but there was specifically a couple. There was a lady on a reception and her boyfriend that worked in the gym, and he was huge. He was like a bodybuilder. He wasn't. He was a bodybuilder, and he was massive. And it was just really it. And I was just spraying all over his back continuously, like sweat. I mean, because it would literally, because I'm bending over. Vinnie, stop it. That's not why I'm laughing, but Vinny's licking my feet. It was hard to actually get, because he was so big, and I've not got particularly long arms, and it was really hard to like really even getting into the muscles, because I've never seen a back as big as that. But yeah, it was quite good. It was too much though, because I worked out, I looked at my diary, because I found it's the best way to know what's on, you know. And I had it all in my diary, and I left myself about 3 hours a week to rest outside of sleeping. I was just all the time either working every evening and Saturday morning, at college all day, Monday to Friday, and then doing practice massages with people the rest of the time. So I just had no time, and it was too much. It's a shame though, because that would have been nice to have completed that. But I got no idea how my hands would be if I'd done that for the last 20 years. Because I also, did you notice I did a reflexology course separate to that? I've started a lot of courses over the years, multiple, and this was in Lowestoft, and I went to I did a few weekends, and then I quit that one as well, because I didn't like it. It was a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, but it just wasn't, yeah. I went there and I was staying in a bed and breakfast and everything. I think I did about 4 weekends out of the year. I think it was a 10-month course. And it was reflexology, so I already knew my way around the foot, because I'd already studied reflexology previous to that. Because this is in 2005, I think. Maybe 2006, 2005, and that was 2005. And I'd already done reflexology in 2003. And so I already had all the books, and I knew where the different pressure points were, and the map of the bottom of the feet, and, you know, like how it is as far as reflexology goes. But then I was working full time, and I managed to get the weekends off, so but I had to make that time up during the week. And yeah, I can't remember why I just couldn't. It was a big travel. It was a long old haul, about 2 hours with all the different trains to get there. Yeah. Wow. Those were the days. Oh yes. 2000, was it 2000? Was it 2006? I'm pretty sure it's 2005. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was definitely 2005. Yeah, I think it was. Unless it was 2006. No, it was 2005. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I got no way of finding out, to be honest. But yeah, I'm pretty certain it was 2005. And I think at the time I was doing late shift. So I was doing 1 till 10 or 1 till 9, something like that. Yeah, 1 till 9. And then Friday morning. So Monday to Thursday, 1 till 9, or 12 till 9, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is, 12 till 9, and then Friday morning. Yeah, so Monday to Thursday evenings, and then Friday morning till 1 o'clock, 8 till 1, and then had the whole weekend off. So that suited me. So I think that's when I did the course for the feet, reflexology. But I practiced on my dad, practiced on my nan, various people. So yeah, it was. I'm not. I always used to like to do foot massages when I was a youngster, like with girlfriends or stuff like that. And so I always quite liked it, and I was always told I was good at it. I didn't know what I was doing, but it's just. I think with reflexology or foot massage, I wasn't doing reflexology back then because I didn't really know what it was, but so it was just a foot massage. But I think the thing about with a foot massage, it's got to be too firm to tickle, but light enough to be pleasurable. So not to hurt, but at the same time not to. I mean, if you've got feathers for fingers, it's not ideal. I mean, who's got feathers for fingers? Ducks, I suppose. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I don't know really what I'm talking about now. Vinnie got so bored waiting for me, he's just gone into the bedroom, gone back to sleep. He wasn't that bothered. He wasn't that interested, ultimately. I wonder if I've got any phone calls. Nothing. No, I haven't had any messages for ages now. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So, thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be gentle with yourself. You deserve to be happy. Lots of love. Bye.